Oh shit!
Don't be choking on the intro, bro.
My bad, bro.
Damn,
Damn, bro.
dying on the intro, bro.
Not on the intro, bro. I'm about to get ready to start and just let me take a swig, bro.
Mm.
I ain't even ate nothing in like an hour, dog. Like I don't even know what to. So what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Instant Replay, man. This is the daily show, the Monday show, or the Tuesday show. Honestly, as we took last night off to
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, to let our eyes take in what was called the college football playoff national championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
Indeed.
we watched
A
some good
good
stuff.
one.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah. Hey, man. Hey. We're gonna talk about that. Get to some of that. Also, we do have you know what I'm saying, we Sunday's games and sort of we did last time you saw us was Sunday before those last two divisional round games. We're gonna talk about those just a little bit. And yeah, man, then crowned it, man. New national title champion up in here, man. Hold up.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. We got a good one, bro.
Yeah. So let me get this shit pulled up here. Matter of fact, if y'all didn't know, obviously, shouts out and congratulations to the University of Indiana, first national title in program history.
Mm-hmm.
Up until the last two seasons, they pretty much, I think they might still have, they had the worst college football record in college history. Their teams did because Indiana hadn't been known for college football. It's always been known for basketball. So the Hoosiers, they even made a movie out of them cats. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So like, oh yeah, that was based off a high school team, but still, same thing, right? So that's pretty much what Indiana's been known for. But they finally, man, got themselves a coach that's a fighter. If you didn't hear him in his post game conference, he said he used to wax the floors, bro. Used to wax
Yeah.
the floors at some spots, dog. And so to see that cat, obviously, I don't know why Fernando Mendoza's dad looked like him. They got to be brothers, dog. You know what I'm talking
They gotta be some type of kin, bro.
about? They look, and they're my favorite teams, the Eagles. I like the Packers too. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Drop a sub, man, if you enjoy the show,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, dope. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Most
But
gas,
yeah.
bro.
So yeah, Indiana. Obviously, if we go through the game, 10-0 at halftime. Game was kind of tight, kind of close. You seen some things going there. Now, Indiana they put up the 10 points. They come out in the third quarter, kind of looked shaky, dog. Fernando Mendoza
Mm-hmm.
got sacked like 2-3 times. Miami's
Yep.
defense was getting in there, clapping.
Malachi Tony was just clapping, bro.
Yeah, he was scored a couple
And
touch.
Malachi Tony and Mark Fletcher were clapping.
Yeah.
Mark Fletcher had like that 80-yard touchdown run coming out of the second half.
Yep. So I mean, look, game looking tight right about that time. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Um, they brought it to 10-7. And then obviously as the game seemed to be kind of up in flux at that point in time. Like
Yeah.
who gonna take advantage? And Indiana, sure enough, they stopped Miami on that drive, that next drive they had, and then blocked the punt, dog. Changed the entire game, dog.
That
Hey,
block punt, bro.
you know what? I'm calling them cats. Me and Junior was watching the game last night, and they showed the replay of the block punt.
Hmm.
Oh my! I don't know why they quit. They didn't block old dude. If you
Hmm.
walk that dude, you see how big that guy is.
He was
He
he was free, dog.
Yeah, he ain't the
Yeah.
fastest. He ain't the most smallest quick cat, but he was able to get back there and block a punt without jumping. He didn't even jump. He just
He
put his
just put his
hand up.
hands up, bro.
Yeah, not even that high. It was like this and knocked the punt down. If you go back and watch that replay, Miami's special teams unit were just lackadaisically going through it like they thought they was, and
Yeah.
that dude just walked right. I hate to say the word walk, but dude. Hey, you know what? Give your thought. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find. Because I mean, they really walked through that punt, and next thing I know, dudes in the backfield like this and knocks the
I
ball.
mean,
Go ahead.
my thoughts are simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we called Indiana from the jump. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Obviously after the dogs. You know what I'm saying? But we called Indiana, and I thought it was going to be more of a slaughterhouse on Indiana side. I
Mhm.
honestly didn't expect Miami to come out and put up the fight they did.
Oh yeah.
Um, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, Indiana just they wanted it that much more, man. They
Mhm.
as a team, you know what I mean? Yeah, you
Yeah.
had individuals, like I
Mhm.
said, you know what I mean? Mark Fletcher came out the second half, had a great, you know what I'm saying? They had a great half. Um,
Mhm.
after being pretty much shut out in the first half. Malachi Tony, he had a great game all around. He had, I think it was like 2 touchdowns or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but I mean, that was individual performance. You know what I mean? Like as a team, like you said, they just kind of quit, man. To where now you're on the other side of the ball, and these motherfuckers are playing all 3 levels. You know what I mean? Like you hear about playing 3 levels of football:
Mm-hmm.
offense, defense, special teams. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Fucking defense. Offense was struggling a little bit. Here and there, like we said, there was a shaky third quarter. You know what I mean? But defense held their own all game
Yeah.
up until the final drive when they had, what I'm saying, the interception. Like they
Mm-hmm.
held their and reality, you throw that shit maybe. I mean, it was a bad throw to begin with. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? A bad decision to begin with because you had the safety over the top. You know what I mean? The corner knew he had help over the top, so he played underneath.
Yeah.
Um, I don't, I don't know. I don't really know what you were trying to do. I don't know if it was supposed to be a comeback, if you were supposed to cut inside,
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't a back shoulder or a corner route because it was way under fucking thrown.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you have plays like that to
Mm-hmm.
where on the other side of the ball, that's 4th and 5. You're up by 3. It's a possible game breaker. You know what I'm saying? And then you send your field goal team out there. Nah, we don't like that. Call timeout. Put your offense back on the fucking field.
Mm-hmm.
And then, your quarterback takes it for fucking, 10, 15 yards, you know what I'm saying, on an epic ass fucking touchdown run. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Can't get enough.
Superman's that shit into the end zone, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know if you can hear it in the background. You hear that shit? Yeah, Fernando, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what it was, man. As an organization, as a team, top to bottom, they wanted it that much more, bro. And they
Yeah.
and they proved it. They proved it all season, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, 16-0,
Mm-hmm.
undefeated all season, taking the natty.
Yeah.
Mm,
And one of those old cliche type things that cats can use. Well, they
yeah.
didn't. Now they played everybody. They
Hmm.
even when they made the playoff, that schedule was not weak, bruh. Let me tell you something.
Oh, there's a
Alabama.
million.
Yeah, no. I'm saying, like, you know how people, well, they path was easy
Hmm.
to get there. They didn't play nobody. Bullshit. From the start,
Hmm.
they got the first round bye because they was the number 1 seed. They had to come in there and clap Alabama up. And then
Yep.
they damn, who they played the second? Damn, I'm tripping. Damn,
They
that shit.
played. They played Tech. They played Bama. They
Yeah.
played fucking
No, I'm talking about
um.
in the playoff. The last one. Damn, how the hell could I
They
remember?
played Texas Tech.
Yeah, that's right. Texas Tech. Yeah, clap
Yeah, yeah.
Texas Tech. So you can't say that they ain't
Hmm.
play nobody. You can't say that even in the regular season before the playoffs started. You could stand
Hmm.
there and look at the last game in the regular season that they played was against Ohio State, the Big Ten championship. Wasn't a big
Hmm.
blowout, but it was 10-7. Or 13-7. They beat them cats. That's the kind of game you'd expect from, like, number 1 and number 2 playing each other at the end of the season. Look, Indiana did some shit. I'm gonna bring this up here real quick. Just a couple plays, man. Just as we look at this, hold on. So if you look at this, just watch these cats here. They don't. This ain't acting like we don't want to get this ball blocked. Like this ain't
Right.
like this is a national title game. By no means do we need them to block this ball. Watch this. Watch how they block this shit.
Miami's Dylan Joyce back on.
How he get up there that easy?
Hmm. Yeah.
How he
Because there was no effort on
look,
it.
he got up there
No
so
effort.
look. He barely jumped.
Like, what is
What
87 even doing,
zero
bro?
star? Who got defensive player? Yeah. This cat right here, obviously the defensive player of the game, 0 stars. He had no stars coming out of
Hmm.
high school. Defensive player of this game, right? He won that award
Yeah.
at the podium or whatever. Big cat, not a big agile, little fast cat that you normally see. And he didn't even have to jump. If you go to block a punt and you're able to get there fast enough where you don't even have to jump, like he barely
Hmm.
look at this shit, dog. That is literally like, hey man, one thing that they mentioned in the broadcast when it came to Indiana a bunch of times, discipline. They don't make. There's a couple flags they got called in where they said they usually don't make these mistakes because they don't. Like Indiana, there's a
Yeah.
reason why they were in the national title game. Them cats play good ball, man. So again, this cat gets back here, like doesn't have to jump, dog. That's first of all, you be hard pressed to find a punt block in the history of football that a cat didn't have to jump and dive or do something crazy.
Right.
Yeah. So hold on, let me find it. Oh, there it is, dog. So the play you was talking about, 4th and 5, 9:27 left in the fourth quarter. I think me and Junior watched this shit and we talked about it for a good minute afterwards. That was some hero shit. That's when because you know how many times we've seen a cat win the Heisman, and then when they get to whatever bowl game they playing in, they don't play well. This was Heisman shit. I'm gonna show y'all why they handed me this fucking trophy just about a month ago. He straight let them know. And bruh, let me tell you something, dog. I've seen plays better than this. Don't get me wrong. We've been watching football a long time. But at this moment in the game, when it looked like, look at the score. Miami had just scored that long touchdown to put it to 17-14, dog.
Yep.
Bro, look at it, dog.
Done that a million
Beautiful.
times. Get to the 8. He's going to take off and Mendoza.
No, watch this. Wow.
Touchdown.
Moms was about to have a heart attack. Look
at that, bro. And he got clap right there too. Bam, bro. Straight clip that.
And still held on to the ball. Still held on to the ball. That right there.
So we talking about I could do that.
Is literally probably. What's good, bro? Hey, man, that play right there. That is that you'll see that if they put a statue in front of Indiana Stadium at some point in time, at any point in time,
it's gonna be that right there.
That is going to be the fucking statue, dog. That will be.
Like I ain't think I would see. You know what I'm saying? In the next decade, you know what I mean? I didn't think I was going to see a play top or come near the Jeremiah Hill touchdown from 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Or last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago? Where he broke off Jeremiah Hill from Notre Dame, broke off that bomb ass touchdown, broke like 17 tackles and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen that last night and I was like, God damn, bro. Like back to back with the epic plays, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Because there was another
you know what I mean?
On that drive.
Yeah, they went for it twice on that drive. That was the second time. And like I said, they sent the field goal unit out there, didn't like it, called timeout, sent an offense back out there, and boom, you know what I'm saying? The rest was fucking history on that shit, bro. But like I said, you talk cliches, and it is, bro. This is you can guarantee whether in our lifetime or the next, bruh, there's going to be Disney movies about fucking Fernando Mendoza and the Indiana Hoosiers. God forbid, you know what I'm saying? Well, not God forbid, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully God, allows, since he's going to go to the Raiders, for him to have like a miraculous fucking career because the movie's just going to be that much more fucking epic, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We have a team that has no 4 or 5-star recruits. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. No 5-star recruits, only a handful of 4-star recruits.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're the first, you know what I mean? It's the first national title team in Indiana Hoosiers history as far as football goes. Basketball's racked up some, as we all know. But as far as football goes, you know what I'm saying? This is their first one. They're the first 16-0 undefeated team in the modern era of college football. Let's see what else. Since Yale in 1894, bro.
Yale, bro.
You know what I mean? Yale, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, Yale was nice in football back in the day.
Yeah, back in 1894, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They went literally overnight. They went from the most losingest program in college history to a national championship winner.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the first team since 1996 when the Gators did it to make their first appearance and win the national championship.
Yeah, man. So
I mean, fuck, dog. Oh, on top of that, to add the cherry on top, you know what I mean? Like we said, we knew Fernando Mendoza was from Miami,
Mhm.
but was also, I didn't know this until I watched the game. He was also denied to even try out for Miami because he was only considered a two-star recruit.
Yep. Dog.
You know what I mean? Like so, like I
A
said,
lot
bro, the
of
Disney movie is gonna be something stupid, bro. Y'all thought Rudy was good, bro. Fernando was gonna be fucking amazing, dog.
nah, man. Yeah, nah, dog. So yeah, you're right. Look. There was a lot of things that were accomplished last
Fuck
night.
you,
But
Joey.
what he
Fuck
said, what if
you,
he
Joey.
goes to the Chiefs? Damn, dog. Cold blooded, man. So one last play as we sort of wrap up the conversation around the national champion Indiana Hoosiers. This is the play that sealed it. Obviously, this is the play that sealed it. If you watched it, you saw it. Carson Beck, on his own football, picked it off. I thought dude tore his ACL trying to take a knee. You see how he
It was
fell?
just a
Like I
weird.
said, I
It
don't
was
know.
just a weird. Like he didn't. Like he couldn't decide what he wanted to do, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
if he wanted
And
to
like
keep
he just
running
ended
and
up
take a
falling.
knee.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Obviously, now nobody cares. Hey, this fool's penalty. Whoo! You see that second kneel down? Them cats
Oh
were almost
yeah.
in the end zone, dog. Because of
hmm
this, because of the helmet takeoff,
Because
they
he
were
took off the helmet and shit.
they got a
Yeah.
personal foul and it took them half the distance
Yeah.
to go.
Because that last kneel down, they had a. You know what I'm saying? They had to
Fernando
fight
had to
forward.
go to
Son.
the right. Fernando had to
Yeah.
turn
Yeah.
his back his way in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen it, man. It was close.
Yeah, it could have been costly. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
said, because you won the biggest game of your life, nobody's gonna give a fuck until your very first snap come next season when the coach is like, "Hey, dumbass, remember last year?" Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that again, Dad.
He's stinky laying to the end of the game,
Well, he's thinking, hey man, he did. You see how he looked, bruh. Hold on.
bro.
Look,
There's
we
a
got.
there's a there's a picture too, bro, that they have of the other side of that angle from the
Mm-hmm.
pylon, and is dope, bro, because it shows him like he picked off the ball and he's running, and you can see everybody like cheering, and then you see Carson back in the background, just like,
Oh, I saw that when they showed the replay last night. They showed that. I said, damn,
yeah, yeah,
back over
yeah.
there.
You can see him like clear the day in the background, bro. He's just like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, look.
fuck you.
Hold on. Let's see if this is the play that we was just now talking about, dog. Wait, which play is
Yeah,
this?
yep, that's it right there. Look at that
You
shit,
see
dog.
how he had to do? Look how he had
Mm,
to get out of the end zone. That was
you know
almost
what
a
I'm saying,
60 punt, bruh.
bro? You got mollywopped in the last play of the game, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
On victory
Imagine
formation, bro. You got. Oh, hey, bro, that cop right there to the right was so mad, bro.
him.
Oh boy, because he got splashed and shit. He was
Oh,
so
yeah.
mad, bro. Like they got a different angle from like the top. Those two cops escorting them. The other
Yeah.
one bounced real quick, like, and he got splashed like half his body. You could see in his face, bro. He was mad the whole time. I was like, get the fuck out the way, then, bro.
Yeah, dog. Hey, man, Cass they celebrating.
You
All
know
right,
what I'm
man.
saying?
So yeah, congrats, shouts out, Indiana. You did your thing, bro. Nice
Yep.
season. Handled it, stayed like to the end zone. And so yeah. At this point in time, yo, and I agree with Herb Street after the game when he was talking about they ain't going nowhere. Matter of fact, we done reached a point in college football where hey, dog, we teams like ours, it's gonna be rough, man, for Georgia. Like
hmm
because of the NIL stuff and just the way that if you go and you know how Kirby is too. Kirby's not a pushover coach. He gonna tell a
Yeah.
cat that comes there, we ain't gonna pay you a lot of money. And if you stay here, you gotta work your ass off. And see, a
Yep.
lot of cats ain't gonna stay there for that. They gonna bounce to another school because they don't want that work, bro. They don't want that
Yeah.
work. And look, do what you want to do. If you don't want to come to Georgia because they work hard and they don't pay that much money, fine. But if you go to the NFL right now, you see all them cats that'll tell you right now,
hmm
if I hadn't went to Georgia, I would have been ready for the league. So
Yeah.
that's the school that's gonna
You
get
go you gonna end up like Nico in fucking UCLA or Dylan Rayola, not knowing where he's gonna play
you.
fucking next year.
Yep. Go to Georgia, you're gonna work your ass off, and you might not get paid a whole bunch of NIL money, but if you go to the league, you will be prepared to play football
hmm
and professional football. So
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
So I expect this all the time. I expect Indiana to be around, man. So as we wrap
hmm
this thing up, man, as we wrap it up, and again, shouts out to Indiana. Um, I got to look at the other side of this. And obviously, as you know, what I'm saying Georgia fans, we all knew the story. Carson Beck got
Mm-hmm.
hurt in the SEC championship over a year
Mm-hmm.
ago. Gunnar Stockton comes in, wins the game for us. He Carson can't play the national or in the playoff, even though we got put out. So
Mm-hmm.
he asked for a lot of money from Georgia. And Kirby Smart, like I just said that shit. He doesn't pay them players like that, dog. If you want to come to Georgia, you want to come here because you want to play for the G, not because you
Yep.
want this bag of money. So Carson Beck, because and another reason was his girlfriend cheerleaded for Miami, took his talents to South Beach. He left Georgia basically for money, because we weren't going to pay him what Miami was going to pay him. So
Yep.
obviously he left, and we had to, we had Gunnar Stockton, who had a tremendous fucking season. He only lost 2 games, went out there, balled his fucking ass off, and he did his thing. I don't think any Georgia fan right now is looking back at Carson Beck like, damn, what could have been. Nobody is,
Hell
not
no.
me.
Hell no.
But I'll say this right now. I'll say this, and I'll bring this fool's picture up just to clown his ass.
Yeah.
I watched a grown man on Saturday night with TV cameras in his fucking face at the podium after a playoff game that he just fucking lost. I watched a grown man in tears because of what had just took place. Do you know before that grown man left the field, before when that game was over with, he dapped up every motherfucker from the Broncos that he could? Josh Allen showed class. He was hurting, dog. You think he wanted to dap them cats up? No. He wanted as fast as he could get his ass to the locker room so he can mourn that loss with his homeboys, with his teammates.
Bro, I watched a grown man win a game and sit at the podium in tears because he gave his all and ain't able to play the next game.
Yeah.
And had to apologize to his teammates.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Bo Nix, who got hurt.
And Bo Nix, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you watch that happen. And you watch this kid go down there and throw an interception to end the game and jump off the field and not stop to talk to not one motherfucking player. That's the poor sportsmanship. I think I've seen some poor sportsmanship, dog. If you've been watching football as long as we have, you've seen some poor sportsmanship. Not dapping anybody up, and running your ass straight to the fucking locker room. Fernando was looking for him. There's a clip, and you know what? The clip I saw where Fernando was looking for Carson, he also tried to dap up a couple other Miami players who shunned his dap.
Yeah.
Poor sportsmanship, dog.
Yeah.
If you can't shake a motherfucker's hand after a football game, no fucking play football, dog.
But you know what? This goes back, bruh. This goes back exactly to that clip that me and you had shared together of Kevin Garnett, where he talks about how LeBron fucked up the whole culture of the NBA. It ain't just the NBA; it's the whole culture, bro. Because go back to that Cleveland playoff where they got their ass fucking busted, and he walked off the fucking court, didn't dap nobody to fuck up. That's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's the same culture, bro. It's the same culture. Classless, bro. Classless because you did everything you thought. You made all these fucking jumps and moves and shit to benefit you, and when it was in your hands, you know what I'm saying? When your legacy was in your hands, the palm of your hands, you fucked it up. You made a bad throw. Like I said earlier, bro. You know what I mean? The safety was over the top. The corner was underneath. I don't know where the fuck you were throwing it because whether it was a bad route or what, it was a bad throw. It was an underthrown. No matter what route was ran, it was an underthrown ball. You underthrew that fucking ball.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? So classless, bro. Fucking classless. And this is exactly why, like last week or 2 weeks ago, we had the conversation. Yeah, I know Fernando Mendoza is going to play and start for an NFL team. I know Trinidad Chambliss he might not start his first year, but he will play for an NFL team. Shador Sanders out there playing. Let's not mention the class of 2020 quarterbacks. Out of three of them, two of them are in the NFL. Okay, here's number 3 right here on the screen. I promise you, especially after the classes act, especially when you have owners, you know what I'm saying, like fucking Tom Brady and fucking Mark Davis on the side that are gonna go back and be like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to combine and shit, bruh, You kissed my ass for that shit, dog.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you a
Now
bitch.
he'll
You a
get
bitch,
drafted.
dog.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he
that
gonna get drafted, but
yeah,
his ass will end up on that motherfucking bench,
yeah, yeah. That
and he'll be
that
lucky if he has a career.
especially look. First of all, especially when they were showing Indiana's last drive. This cool. You see how he was on the bench? He was like rubbing his crying, like literally he was, and then they got a couple stops and he gonna jump up and try to be on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, look. I seen a cat earlier today, one of Georgia's. He has a podcast about Georgia and he talks about the dogs all the time. And he was saying, man, so there were some Georgia fans, including myself, that were the way Herb Street, and I got it. This is what Herb Street does when it comes to like he's broadcasting a game. You have to say certain things. And he was talking about, Carson Beck's return, all this kind of stuff. And it kind of rubbed Georgia fans the wrong way because we know how the cat is, man. So
Yeah.
to sore lose like that and make it so bad, it was on a pick he threw. It wasn't the
Yes.
Hail Mary from 15 years ago where the Packers lost to the Seahawks off the bad ref call or whatever. It wasn't anything that anybody else did ref-wise where I've seen times where games have ended on some fucked up calls, and of course players don't want to fucking
Pass interference not called
yeah,
or illegal
but
blood. You know what I'm saying? Some.
when you see stuff like that, you can halfway understand if a player heads straight to the locker room after the game. This
Mm-hmm.
had none of that. This was literally a game that you lost on a throw pass that you threw to help that got intercepted. You have no business running off the field like a coward, dog. Instead of talking, at least dap up Fernando Mendoza, dude. Nicest cat I
Yeah.
ever seen in my life. He was looking for him, literally.
Yeah.
And let's not talk. You know what? But after I saw the Miami player punch the other dude in the face, I thought
Oh
that makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah. You
Makes
seen that
sense.
shit too, Mark? Yeah.
Yep, that makes sense. All y'all Miami players down there with all them fucking professional Hall of Famers on y'all sideline acting like some straight cowards when the
Y'all
call came
thought y'all
through.
won it already. That's what it
Yeah,
was. Y'all
yeah,
y'all thought y'all had won the shit already, and then got your fucking feelings hurt when
yeah,
y'all fucking got beat because there was another team that played until the fucking last fucking whistle.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yep,
And to end it, bro. My last thing is, hey man, fuck you to the officiating team. All right.
yeah,
And the reason I say that is because that very first drive, Fernando Mendoza got rocked on three roughing the fucking passer calls, bro.
yeah.
One was blatant fucking launch, crown of the helmet to the bottom of the fucking chin, and nothing was called.
He was
But that
bleeding.
very last drive, Miami had the ball. Under 2 minutes, a minute and 51 seconds to be exact. You
Yeah,
want to call fucking roughing the passer? You
and that was
sorry
not,
fucks.
and that wasn't even roughing. I don't think that
No,
was
it
roughing.
wasn't,
He
dog.
put his face mask in his chest. That's how you tackle.
Come on, bro. That's my only discrepancy with it. You know what I'm saying with the way that the game was called. Because I was like, you sorry fuck. Because at that play, because I mean, bro, that was a big 15.
Yeah,
That was a big 15 yard because you had that 15. Because it would have been second and long. But then you got that pushed you up 15, got all another first down, and then that shit kept on moving, bro.
mm-hmm. Yep. And they started. They were moving it up the field. Yeah, had your chance, Carson Beck. You had your chance to solidify yourself, and
You
you
had
threw
six
an
years, bro. And that's
yes,
what you get too for that corny ass fucking comment you made too, bro. Because like they asked them like a week or two before the game, how have you managed to study and do all this and that? Oh, I don't do classes. I graduated in Georgia 2 years ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What up? What up?
Nobody asked you for that, dog.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
asked you. Nobody asked you for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some. I mean, even though if you're a fan of the sport, you keep up with the sport. That's something that you know what I mean. You're academically eligible and shit like that.
yeah.
But that's something that college doesn't like to promote. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? They don't like to promote the fact that you can graduate from one college and
It's
still
so
be eligible to play for years after at
yeah,
another college. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it was just cockiness from jump, bro,
Mm-hmm.
all around. And like I
Yeah,
said, you had a couple individuals on Miami that played great, but everybody else thought they won that shit.
yeah, yeah. And on top of that, look, I'm sure I said it last week after they beat Ole Miss in his post game conference or press or like after when they were interviewing him on the field after the game. Carson Beck kind of alluded to he wanted to say something. And I think if the Miami would have won the national title, I have a feeling something would have came out of his mouth that it would have made us fucking heated, bro. Because I guarantee you, he either would have slided Georgia. I didn't have to go to Georgia to win a national title, or he would have said, "Well, I didn't have to be in the big bag SEC to win a title." Something along
Hmm.
those lines. I felt
Something
like
along those lines. Yeah.
would have came out of his mouth if they had won last night. So, look,
Hmm.
outside Miami, y'all got a good squad, dog. Great, good coach. I'm gonna tell you right now, Chris Ball, you better. Hey, your boys got some disciplinary issues, dog. Field wise.
Yeah.
I ain't got the nerve to talk about disciplinary issues as a Georgia fan because we can't keep cats from behind the steering wheel. So, the dog, that shit crazy.
I'm gonna tell you like this though. You know what I mean? Now that we moving on, I'm gonna tell you, win or lose, the most confused motherfucker on that field was Michael Irvin after the game.
Oh yeah,
That motherfucker was on there after the game, just like he don't even know. I don't even think he knew the game started, bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was looking around like, "What's going on,
By the way,
bro?
Joey.
Why are people crying?"
By the way, Joey, that thing did hit us up too. The next day,
Oh yeah, they straight hit us with the copyright for that shit, bro.
The
Worth
SNL.
it, worth it.
We watched 2 minutes of that shit, and they was like, "Nah, nobody can
Yeah,
see."
bro, we didn't even watch the whole thing, bro. Straight 2 minutes of that joint, bro. Woke up there like blocked your punk ass. I'm like, damn, bro.
All right, so let's
What up, Venom? What up, my boy?
yeah, let's pull this up as we divisional round is in the books. We have our conference championship games coming up. We'll pick them probably tomorrow. So as you look right here, obviously we had already talked about the Saturday games and the Sunday games. Texans at Patriots, Rams at Bears. I mean, look, if we jump right into the Texans and Patriots, man. Remember I sent you the gift of that dude saying, hey, how the Panthers general manager talk about CJ Stroud. We just talked about that shit, dog. CJ
Yeah, and we've
Stroud.
been talking about it for years.
Yeah. So I fully expect the next couple seasons, Bryce Young is on this. CJ
Hmm.
Stroud is on this.
Yeah, and that's because since day one, they've been trying to figure out how do we protect Bryce Young? We got to get Bryce Young protection. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Everybody said C.J. Stroud, like I told you, like it, and it showed this season or this last game. Because Patriots came out there and put the hurting on that defense.
Yeah.
Who that defense has been fucking goddamn
Incredible.
overshadowing and protecting him all fucking season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you had a team that your defense couldn't outscore, couldn't outplay, couldn't outmatch, and they had it depend on your offense, who was nowhere to be fucking found.
Yeah. Exactly. A couple of them passes that got picked off by the Stroud interceptions literally hit the receiver in both hands. I'm like, bro, y'all
Yeah,
got to catch those. Yeah. There's a couple of those, but he
yeah.
didn't play particularly well at all. Texas defense again. When your defense is that damn dope, man, you can only do so much before the lack of offensive production will catch up with you.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's and the Patriots, look, man, they came out there and did exactly what they needed to do. Home playoff game.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the only one they're probably going to get because they already knew that Denver had
Yeah,
won.
because the Broncos have the number one seed for
So
the
they knew
remainder of
they
the
weren't going to
playoffs.
get another one. So they played their asses off at home. Uh Patriots formidable, dog. I really didn't got nothing negative to say about the Cats. They're well coached. They got good players. I think if they need to concentrate the sort of direction of their game on any particular facet of the game, I think they can do so. Like a few other
Hmm.
teams that's left out there, they can adapt. In other words, and
Yeah.
when you have a team like that, it's gonna be hard to beat them, man. And look again, dog. I think we'll find out, and we've already mentioned it between me and you, but I think the rest of sort of football fans will see that shit in the next few years. That just because the Texans drafted Stroud 1 or 2, and they went to the
Hmm.
playoffs his rookie year, and all of that shit, don't mean they got the better of the deal between him and Bryce Young. I think Bryce
No.
Young went to a worse team, didn't have as
Hmm.
good of a coach, and we see what happened there. But now, as you can see, I mean, hey, they
I mean,
both
we
won.
saw we saw it this year, bro. We saw it this year. Not even with Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud, with the whole fucking Shador Sanders situation. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Hey, look at man. If you're new to the game, first of all, Venom, that ain't happening, Chief. Hey, that
Oh,
I don't see that happening, Chief. I, but it's you know what I mean. you regardless of what you believe in, you know what I mean. You have your religious and spiritual gods,
Yeah,
but then you got your football gods, bro. And
yeah,
the football gods work in mysterious ways, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we all from Jump Street knew for a fact that no other quarterback should have been started for the Cleveland Browns this season aside from Shador Sanders. Now,
Yeah.
whether it worked out or not, that
Mm-hmm.
should have been the starting quarterback for the goddamn
For the Cleveland Browns.
for the Cleveland Browns. And we're basing that. Last time I checked, when we have a quarterback challenge, because it was three ways, right? You base it off of their skill playing practice and their performance in preseason. And the last time I checked, Shador outshined everybody in fucking preseason and practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't get to play. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because we started with Joe Flacco, and then
Well,
Flacco got hurt.
no, Flacco just got traded. Flacco was
Oh
nice.
no,
Remember
no,
they
that's
traded him
right,
to
that's
the
right, that's
Bengals.
right, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Flacco got
No,
played. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun Watson's obviously, doing Deshaun Watson things. You know what I'm saying? And then you put in Dylan Gabriel, who was fucking
mm-hmm.
straight ass. And
Mm-hmm.
then you put Shador Sanders in that same predicament because you can't say, oh, he had a better situation. No, it's the same fucking team, same year, bro. It was
Mm-hmm.
just last week, okay?
Yeah,
And came out there and for the last 3-4 games of the season plays phenomenal. So we're constantly seeing it, bro. You know what
mm-hmm.
I mean? And that was the last pick. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like it don't matter if you're the number one quarterback or you fucking fifth round. These quarterbacks are coming out and they showing you it doesn't matter, bro. Like that round, whatever round you picking them up, that shit don't fucking matter, bro.
yeah,
You get these motherfuckers. Look at Drake May. You get these motherfuckers proper goddamn. Put them in a good organization. Put them in a proper system, and get them a little bit of protection. You ain't always. Everybody always says O line. You got to get them O line. Nobody has a perfect fucking O line, dog.
yeah.
You
No,
still have Joe Burrow still running, Lamar Jackson still running. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy still running. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it is what it is, bro.
yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you, man. I feel you. No, yeah, and I mean, the only thing I feel, I do feel like Flacco starting the first couple games was that was like, but yeah, they should have went to Shador way earlier than that, especially if you're just gonna end the season using him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna play him the last 3 or 4 games, you might as well have started him because you made no. The biggest news out of that team this year, which the quarterback stuff shouldn't even been big news. It should have been Myles Garrett like
Miles Garrett.
breaking the
That should
sack.
have been the only fucking new.
Yeah,
Well, aside from like your star quarterback breaking out and having a great season, Miles Garrett should have been the only fucking news coming out of Cleveland.
yeah, yeah. As far as besides, what their record was or whatever when it goes to that kind of
All
stuff.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. So I mean, obviously, look, what was the Texas Patriots? It was a 12-point game. Patriots over the Texans. And look. We both picked the Patriots. We figured it was going to be that way. We knew that their
Mm-hmm.
defense was going to bring it. We just didn't know if Stroud and the offense was going to do it. They put up a couple points, but obviously that was not enough.
Damn, bro. There you go.
No, they back and forth in there. Thomas, remember when the Bears thought they were going to the NFC Championship? Remember when the Packers missed the playoffs? We didn't miss the playoffs though. Who's saying? Remember when the Packers missed the playoffs? We
Well, you
didn't.
talking about years ago, maybe, bro? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
not this
yeah,
year.
dog.
You know
We
what I'm saying?
we've been there the past 3 years. We didn't miss the
You know what
playoffs.
I mean?
We
They got
talking about
knocked
the
out the
fact,
wild card. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
but
they
we
did
didn't
make
miss
the
the
playoffs,
playoffs,
bro.
bro. Yeah, yeah. All right, so
You know what I mean?
obviously that brings us to the second game of
Mm,
Sunday, the nightcap, the final game of divisional card weekend. It was the Rams at Bears. Obviously, we both picked the Rams. Too much Stafford. We already knew the squad had a. They
mm,
just won the Super Bowl like 3 years ago. There's a lot of players from that team that's still there, even though it was cold. And it was cold, bro. It was super
bro.
cold. Yo, Matthew Stafford had on scuba gear, dog. Scuba gear.
Yeah, dog.
Um,
They had cayenne peppers in their socks, bro.
yeah, hey man, gotta stay warm, dog. Gotta stay warm. Obviously, you come in. Look. At some point, and I don't care who you are, who you
Mm,
root for, who you play for, what team. I do not care. You cannot go win a whole bunch of games losing 3 out of the 4 quarters of the game. They beat us like that. I'm the first to admit it. I'm a Packers fan, and the Bears beat us twice in a row by losing the first 3 quarters and just winning the fourth. But that
well,
recipe,
I mean, you had 10 game winning drives in the season. That's what you're. Look at man. I'm gonna tell you, the Broncos are gonna have that same situation this weekend because the Broncos and the Bears have done the same thing all season, right? You got good teams. It's
Yeah,
not a knock. You know what I mean? However, y'all got away with losing all game and coming back with a
yeah,
heroic fucking, comeback
yeah,
drive. The
yeah,
Broncos do it and the Bears did it.
yeah,
This last week against the Rams, it happened to bite the Bears in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And they
yeah.
still almost came back and fucking did it. You know what I'm saying? They still almost came back and Jared Stidham better step up.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't happening, Chief. Um,
Yeah, Joe Stidham better say,
fucking, they almost did it, but when 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 that's what you're depending on, it leaves no room for fucking error.
yeah, and no room for error.
And
Yep.
then that's what happened. You know what I mean? They made a mistake here and there,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
it
it,
just,
yeah, and when you run up against a team like the Rams and a coach like McVay, who, by the way, McVay slowly but surely cleaning up. This mother got more playoff victories before 40 than any motherfucker ever in the
yeah,
history of the league. He got 10. When you have 10 playoff victories, hey, here I put it like this. First of all, before I forget, because I do not want to not get that shit credit, that fucking pass from Caleb Williams, that touchdown, what the fuck, bruh?
the one on fourth down.
Yes.
No, yeah, fourth down, yeah,
Yeah, that touchdown. How does that
yeah.
even happen, dog? Like
Bro, that motherfucker was backpedaling 10 yards
he threw that
and
shit
threw
50
that
yards.
shit deep. And it pissed me off so much because
That was
the
just
play
amazing.
was phenomenal. The play
Yeah,
was fucking phenomenal. What pissed me off was the corner that was guarding him. First thing he went and he was like, "Oh, it was a push off. It was a push off." No, the fuck it wasn't.
nah.
You got outplayed. Y'all both had your arms extended, and
Yep.
he released. He
And
literally released. He didn't
he's a
push nothing
he's
off, bro. He literally released from you, and your homie who was playing safety was sitting there looking at the fucking ball
the same way the
5 yards,
Packers
10 yards in the air before he made a play on it and had the nerve to come over here and be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" No, motherfucker, what are you
You
doing?
do.
Because
Yeah.
you completely fucking dropped your assignment on that shit. You know what I
Which
mean? Which left him wide open in the fucking end zone.
mhm.
Either way, even if he wasn't wide open, that was such a perfect fucking pass.
Yes, he
I don't
probably
think
would
you
have
were
caught it.
stopping that shit anyway.
No. What's happened is now I think you're gonna see next season when it comes to defense. By the way, Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hadley, congrats, got your head coaching job at the Dolphins.
Mm,
You're gonna
mm,
see because what happened there is what they tell you don't do nowadays because of the way, especially quarterbacks like Caleb Williams can do.
mm.
What the defenders that were way back there in the end zone saw was Caleb Williams backpedaling with 5 fucking defenders about to sack this fool.
Yes,
So they thought the play
yes.
was over with. So they stopped kind of covering, and look what happened, right?
Hmm.
Um, Shouts out to Caleb Dog. And I know I hate the cat. He's a Bears quarterback. I'm always gonna hate Caleb Williams for the rest of my goddamn life. It's just how it is. That was a fucking dude. I can't take nothing away from that. It was incredible, dog. And then
Hmm.
me and Junior was like, "What the fuck?" Like when it happened, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Um,
Yep.
yeah. And so with that being,
I know Caleb Williams got twice as many more wins than Justin Herbert does in the playoffs.
yeah, he does, man.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man. Hey,
Justin Herbert has
hey.
none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, well, Caleb only got one, so he got one more.
Oh, okay. Well, you got one
He got
more.
he had one more
Uh,
still. Yeah, no. So look. The pass that right there in and of itself was incredible to bring that game to a tie score.
mhm,
The pass that Matthew, dude. No, here's what I was gonna bring up. This is something that, as a Packers fan, because Caleb Williams has done this kind of shit to us twice, that I didn't see from LaFleur, that I saw from Sean McVay, that was incredible, dog. After that touchdown Caleb threw, right? That can easily shell shock the fuck out of a team. Did you see McVay? Y'all get y'all's motherfucking let's go. Everybody to the sideline right fucking now. And then he took his team and said, "Hey, fuck all that. We ain't about to let
mhm.
them win this game because we're shell shocked about an incredible touchdown
Yeah.
pass. Get your shit back together." That's what LaFleur should have did against the Bears when we was playing them, and he hit that 4th down pass against us instead of just fucking letting it ride. They needed
And
to
it and it,
recruit.
and it and it seems like it's something simple, right?
No, it's
It
not.
seems like
It's
it's
not.
something it's not. And I'm gonna tell you something, right?
Yep.
The Rams, that's exactly what McVay did, and they came out victorious, right?
Hmm.
Go back and watch the last fucking play before the very last play before they intercepted the ball in the Indiana game.
Yep.
He called a timeout, the last timeout, because Miami was driving down the
Hmm.
fucking field. He
Yep.
called his last timeout, and you see him get on the field and tell everybody, "Hey, get the fuck right here.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
it. This is it." And what happened? They went out there and intercepted the fucking ball. The next play, game over. It
That
fucking matters, dog.
coaching, dude, coaching. It just does. Matt LaFleur. And look, man, it's easy for me to look back at hindsight. I'm a Packers fan, so I get to talk shit. When Michael Parsons got hurt and they showed this one shot of the field with all of these defensive players taking a knee in shock
Yeah.
against the Denver Broncos when Parsons tore his ACL. You know what needed to happen right there? Hey, let's go to this. Hey, team, look, come here. Shake that shit the
Mm-hmm.
fuck off. We got to win this game. That didn't
Yep.
happen. Packers lose. That shit matters, dog. That's why McVay will
Yes.
hit the Hall of Fame when he retires from coaching. That's why he
Yeah.
probably will end up with another Super Bowl ring at the end of the season. Because that right there, after that ridiculous fucking touchdown from Caleb Williams, his team needed to be calm the fuck down, and he did
Mm-hmm.
just that. He did just that. And that, dude, that was the difference in the game, I'm telling you, because when the Rams got back on the field, that nice ass pass to Devontae on the sideline, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! That one Matthew Stafford threw that he caught that extended the drive.
And Vontae did what the fuck Vontae do. And it was funny because when he made that catch,
Mm-hmm.
I said that play right there was the exclamation point on his fucking comment he made about once a Packer, always a
Always a
fucking
Packer.
Packer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And so look, the game went back and forth. Obviously, it was close. The Rams won the game with a field goal to sort of end it off in overtime or whatever. Excellent divisional playoff game, man. 20-17 is a dope ass score.
Yeah.
And the two teams played, but again, sooner or later, you cannot play one quarter of football. Football games have 4 quarters, dog. Like you have to damn come with it. And again, like I said, I'll take nothing from it, man. They got us with it. They got us. We didn't play like we should have that game or what Caleb Williams about to do today. You know what? He might be on Madden this year. What you
I
think?
wouldn't even be mad at it, dog.
Yeah.
You,
I mean,
you-
I don't care about the
look, you know
cover
what?
anyway.
Look at
What?
fuck.
What's
Okay.
up?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it on here just because.
Yeah.
I'll tell you afterward. I'm
Uh-huh.
not mad at it, but they're gonna do something, and it's gonna piss me the fuck off, dog.
Oh, with the Madden cover?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not mad if Caleb Williams is on the cover. I'm not mad at it, but they're gonna use Caleb Williams to push something, and it's gonna piss me the fuck off.
Oh, I got you. That's possible. That's entirely possible. We'll have to see what happens if they choose Caleb Williams. They might. Hey, look,
Mhm.
man. If Matthew Stafford ends up getting the MVP this season,
Nine might get up on there, bro. Shit, I
9.
wouldn't be mad if they do because they've done with the wide receivers and shit. Multiple wide receivers and shit like that before. Shit, throw a collage of fuck quarterbacks on there. We
Yeah,
have some fire quarterbacks. Caleb Williams,
yeah,
Sam. I'm fucking throw Sam Donald up on that
yeah,
bitch, bro.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Throw Big Sam up on there, bro.
yeah, man. Hey, man. Look. I mean, Drake May. Yeah, I can see Drake May on the cover.
Yeah, Drake. You know what I mean?
They
It's
might
the
just
only
do
Drake
that.
I fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I feel you. 1,000. Hey, you know what? That would be dope, honestly, to have several players like that on the cover
That'd be
like that.
fire, bro.
And look, I don't know whenever they're gonna do it. I mean, nowadays you can print your own cover. I've done it before.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't sell the game when you pre-order it. You can pick your own athlete, and then they'll send it to you
The
with their
same reason why we can't fucking choose to watch our own team all season
yeah,
because they some greedy fucks.
yeah. That's you exactly right, dog. So yeah, no, hey, look, Bears had a tremendous season. They bounced us last week. I mean,
Yep.
I guarantee you, any Bears fan will tell you right now, even though they're upset about losing, they'll say, "We beat the Packers in the playoffs, though." I got you because right now I look at our season as we didn't get to the ultimate goal. We made the playoffs, but we did get our
Mhm.
get back against the Lions, who have beaten us 3 out of the last 4 times.
Oh,
That's the only thing you can do, man. Is look
that's
like
the way it is, bro. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, bro. Mahomes or no Mahomes. We beat the Chiefs at the end of the season, bro.
yeah, yeah, y'all
We
won.
beat
Yep.
we,
Yep.
we beat the Chiefs. At the end of the day, when they look at it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's not because Mahomes." Nah, when they look at it, they'll be like, "Damn, bro, the Raiders beat the Chiefs on
Mhm.
Travis Kelsey's possibly last game."
Yeah, yeah,
When
literally, literally.
Travis Kelsey played his last game, he lost to the Raiders, bro. That's what the
Mhm.
fuck they're gonna remember, bro. So,
Yeah, yeah,
hey, a win, dog.
yeah. Nah. Let's see. Seahawks. Somebody said Seahawks. Hey, man. They might pull off. We'll see.
Hey,
We'll see what
man, I'm gonna tell you. See, look, man, we'll talk about it on the next episode, man. But it's this one,
this.
this one going to break some decibels, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Nah. You talking about?
You
Um.
thought the Bills, you thought the Bills and the Broncos game they were hitting, bro. They gonna be hitting in this game, bro.
They was
Because
hitting last.
That's one thing I forgot to mention when we talked about it, bro. You can't tell me that Sean Payton ain't still running a bounty after watching
Oh
that fucking
yeah,
Broncos game, bro. Because them boys were fucking, bruh. They
yeah.
were fucking hitting, dog.
Mhm. Yeah, they were. And last night's game, they was hitting too, man. They was hitting pretty good.
Yeah, bro. The Rams fucking hit, dog. That's what
Yeah,
the Rams hit and the Seahawks hit. So
yeah.
and they're both fucking high powered offense teams. So
Mhm.
I am curious to see how that's gonna work, bro. Because I can expect quite a few fumbles. And it's crazy, bro. They said the Rams scored or the Seahawks scored more points in the first 13 seconds of the game than the fucking 49ers did all game.
Yeah, they said that's all they needed. That's all
Yeah.
all
First
the
13
stuff.
seconds of the game is all they needed for the whole game.
Yeah. Um, hey, look, man, 49ers. I mean, we talked about the thing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
When
yeah.
after that, health is the most important thing in sports,
Yeah.
and it just is. You lose that many players. Same thing with the Packers, man. You lose a lot of players. It's gonna show up, man, in the W and L columns, bro. So yeah, man. Hey, man, that's pretty much the show, dog. Shit.
Shouts out to Mike Vrabel. You know,
Oh
they're
yeah,
finalizing the deal for him to sign with the
Patriots.
Tennessee Titans.
Oh, you talking about Robert Sala?
Oh, I mean, Robert Saleh, not
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Vrabel. I'm tripping.
yeah. That's right.
Robert Saleh, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. Robert Sala.
Hmm.
He gonna be with the Titans. Stefanski.
Yep.
Obviously we talked about that
With
with
the
the Falcons.
Falcons. Yep.
Jeff Hadley.
Baker Mayfield made a comment. He said they asked him about what's your thoughts on Stefanski signing with the Falcons. He's like, I'm actually excited about it. I can't wait to see.
Oh yeah, no, no. I seen one of.
Because
I seen this
you know
cat.
they got the bad blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I seen this cat I hadn't seen in quite some time. He's a Falcons fan, been a Falcons fan for a long time. He one of them cats. He younger than I am, and he
Hmm.
literally told me several times. He's like, man, when the Falcons lost to the Eagles in the playoffs back in like it was the game where Brian Dawkins hit Michael Vick and he was sitting up in the end zone.
Oh yeah,
You know
and he
what I'm
just
talking about?
fucking
He was Yeah,
yeah.
he got blasted and they lost that game. He said he cried tears. He was like 7 or 6 or 7 when that happened or whatever. So he a
Bro, I
diehard.
cried tears when Rich Gannon fucking broke his back
Yeah,
in that
hey
game
man,
when he flipped. Yeah, I
when you a
cried
kid,
real life tears, bro, because I
yeah,
knew from the bottom of my soul,
that
oh,
was it.
this is not good, bro.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't know it was gonna be 23 years not good, but it was, you know what I'm saying, it's not
he
good, bro.
said I seen him today at the grocery store just a couple hours ago, and he looked at me. He said, "Yeah, how about us Falcons?" He said, "How about Stefanski?" He's like, "We couldn't find nobody else." And I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "Stefanski had a couple successful seasons, bro." He's like, "Nah,
He
dog.
gonna be all right in Atlanta, dog.
I think
He
he'll
gonna
be
be
all
all
right.
right in Atlanta,
Yeah, I think he'll be all right."
dog. Last before we leave, man.
What's up?
Of course, you know, going into the off season,
Mhm.
um, we got what 3 games left.
Yep.
Going into this off season, man, obviously as a Raiders fan, we got the number one pick. I'm
Mhm.
obviously hoping. I want 100% Fernando Mendoza. No matter what happens, trades, whatever the fuck, I want Fernando Mendoza to be a fucking Raider, right?
I feel you. He
Um,
play. Yeah,
I,
I
I
see
can
it.
see the future in it. I can see the cat. The cat got passion. He's dedicated. He doesn't seem like he's one to veer off from from his goals.
Of his
Um,
teammates.
right.
Oh, that dude! I can't tell you
However,
how many times he said he died for his teammates last night. About like
yeah,
6 times.
dog. You know what I'm saying? So without question, regardless of what happens from here to then, I want him to be a Raider when when the season starts. Um, but there is also rumors that are starting to become louder of the possible talks of Lamar Jackson being traded to the
Really?
motherfucking Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh shit. I mean, I'd take that. Fuck. Lamar Jackson, dog.
Yeah,
Season?
yeah, dog. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if they can fucking finesse it and still have the number one
I
pick,
just see, nah, they ain't gonna be able to do that. Lamar, they gonna want that pick. They gonna want that.
yeah,
But I mean, I'm sure you'd give it up for Lamar fucking Jackson.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dog.
I can
Yeah,
see
the
that
fuck
with
I would, bro.
I can see that with Tom Brady and y'all's front office. I can
I
see,
can fucking see that, dog.
I
And
can see
Tom
that.
Brady liked Lamar, bro.
You see Tom
Tom
couldn't help it.
Brady,
He almost he almost put his hands back like you ain't got no hand warmers, bro. Chill. He did it like 3 times.
motherfuckers in a goddamn 5-piece suit, and then you kept going like this, bro.
Yeah, like, whoa, you ain't got them things,
It's
my
like you
brother.
ain't got none, bro. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you see him in an interview with an Indiana hand warmer on, bro. Like,
Yeah,
so yeah, bro.
yeah, no.
He's like, I brought my own, bro.
Oh, one last thing I know we was talking about when we a couple shows ago we were mentioning like saying coordinators who like have decided to stay with teams because of success. We talked about
Yeah, we talk about
Spags and shit
Spags and
like.
them. Yeah.
I think, and this I mean
Mhm.
I ain't heard nothing else differently. I think if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, Josh McDaniels staying his ass in New England, dog. He ain't gonna jump
Oh,
out.
Josh, he ain't going nowhere no more.
He gonna stay right there with them cats and keep winning as long as they keep winning, dog. I can almost because he done been out there, and I think what it is the coaches. That's why I honestly, dog. I gotta say I'm shocked. I got the 49ers. Robert Saleh, man, jumping out into the head coaching that fast after getting, dude. I thought he might stay a coordinator for a couple seasons.
See, I've come to look. The older I've gotten, the more I've understood the game. You know what I'm saying, on both sides. You know what I mean? Because we've gotten older and we've started to learn the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
on the
You
admin
can see a
side.
lot more than you used to
Um,
see. Yeah, yeah,
right. You know what I mean? You're not worrying about coaches and owners as a teenager and a kid.
yeah.
So and this was like our conversation, last week, couple weeks ago. I've come to learn you have, coach picks, you know what I'm saying? And then you have organizational picks.
Mm-hmm.
Spags and shit, the organization wants them there.
Yeah,
And like you just said, I think McDaniels is an organization pick now.
yeah.
He was there and he proved he was successful when he was there.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, oh well, you had Tom Brady, you had Bill Belichick. Okay, that's fair. And then he left and he was a coordinator somewhere else. Oh no, he was obviously head coach somewhere else.
Yeah.
Didn't work out. Coordinator somewhere else didn't work out. But then boom, you're right back at home, and all of a sudden that shit worked out again.
Yep. You almost in the
Which
Super
and you
Bowl.
got a different coach and you got a different quarterback.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that at that point, the organization is going to be like, you know what, bro? You can go ahead. You might as
Stay
well
here
go
as
ahead and
long as
plant
you
that
want.
root, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
that. It's just. And this is why I think I can't remember. I think it was Emmanuel Ocho. No, I can't remember who it was. It was damn, I can't think of or Nate Burleson.
Mhm.
He had made a comment. He's like, yeah, this is Mike Tomlin. When Tomlin stepped down, he was like, this is the end. This is the last time we're going to see tenured coaches, and this is that. And Cowher stepped in and was like, nah, that ain't true. And
Mhm.
and and this is I think going to prove that. You know what I'm saying? The Spags and now the McDaniels and shit like that. I
Mhm.
think teams are going to start understanding, and even with Chip Kelly, man, going back to college.
Yeah.
Um, I think these coaches are going to start understanding it's a new game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if it works, that's it, dog. Don't switch it up.
Yeah. You might as
You know what I
well.
mean?
I mean, what's it gonna hurt? Yeah.
But I think it's going to take a little while, and I think it is a firing game now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So you might only be your contract don't mean shit. Pete Carroll showed that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Your contract don't mean shit. If it don't work out, one and done, baby.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you might one and done 3, 4, 5 years in a row before you head back home and realize, oh, okay, this is where we at.
I shouldn't have never left this motherfucker. And matter of
Hmm.
fact, some of these, like Halfley, I get Halfley. He was the head coach at Boston College for a couple seasons.
Hmm.
Matt LaFleur hit him up and said, "Hey, bro, we need a DC." Matt LaFleur regrets that decision at 1,000. Oh, I know he does because he reached out to his homie Jeff Halfley. Halfley said, "You know what? Yeah, I'll leave. I'll leave Boston College as a head coach to come be your DC because I love defense."
Hmm.
He did that shit. A few months later, man, guess who got fired? The dude that was the best man at his wedding, Robert
Yeah,
Saleh. You know, Saleh was the best man. So I
yeah.
guarantee you, Matt LaFleur would have loved. Saleh would be our defensive coordinator if it wouldn't have been
Hmm.
for him doing that. So now Halfley's
I mean,
gone.
obviously, and then obviously there's something there that he likes because he even interviewed for the Raider position.
Oh, you talking about Jeff Halfley or
No, Robert Saleh.
Robert Saleh? Yeah, it might be. He might
Hmm.
just like in the head. He might have. You know what? Some cats. He might feel a little bit defeated about his first head coaching opportunity because he
Yeah.
got fired by the Jets. So he say, "Nah, I can't go out like that," and that might be for
And
him.
I think he's trying to break the stigmatism too between that and the fact of how the situation worked out with Vrabel when he was there. I,
Yeah,
look how many like remember that the post I sent you earlier. How many teams fucked over the Titans
yeah,
before fucking Solid? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Um, so I think it's a point to prove on both sides from an organization and from the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know me, I like Cam Ward. I rooted for the cat all year. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually kind of excited to see Robert Saleh because I know he's gonna, from a defensive mindset, he's gonna do what he can to make sure that motherfucker get protected, dog.
Yeah. Not only that, he ain't got, last time he was a head coach, there was somebody else in the locker room who was damn near the head coach and Aaron Rodgers. So he didn't like that shit. That's what got him fired, bro. Aaron Rodgers said,
Yeah,
get him
bro.
out of here. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers said, get him out of
Hmm.
here. Then he got fired. He said, bring me Devontae. They brought him Devontae, and them cats won 4 fucking games. So, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit for no reason, dog. Yeah, didn't even win
Yeah.
nothing. So, but anyway, hey, we'll see you guys. Y'all take it easy. Hold on, get the thing I dropped down here. But yeah, man. 3 games left in the regular football season, and period. Not college and pro. We got 3 games left, dog. I don't think there's. Wait a minute. Nah, that's a skills challenge. So they ain't even playing the game. I don't think. The Pro Bowl is just a skills challenge. And I don't think. Are they actually playing
They
the
got a
game?
flag football game.
Oh, okay. I can. You know what? I can fuck with flag. Flag football is entertaining, dog. I can fuck with that a little bit, man. I can fuck with that a little bit.
I
Long.
just feel some type of way about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look.
However, when they once they're doing it, once they're representing though in,
Yeah,
in the Olympics for
yeah.
that flag football game, now that shit gonna be fucking fire, dog.
Yeah. At least, hey, I tell you what, it's probably more entertaining than watching these cats put on full pads and just tap each other for
No,
2
it
hours.
was. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Last year when they played, it was a hot. Last year's flag football game was a whole lot more exciting than like the last 5 years of the Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? So I give it that. I give it that.
All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. And wait, what thing? All right. Y'all take it easy, and we'll see y'all, bro. Peace.